2, 1.
Happy Hypothetical Nonsense!
Thank you
Everyone in the studio. Everyone in the studio.
I'm your host, Will Mahonji, and today we're going to be talking about Simon, Will, and Chairlift. We're going to be doing a fun thing today where we're going to be...
For watchers, we're on a
Different set.
We're on a different set right now, and it's temporary, unfortunately.
This is where I live.
No, it's not. It's not temporary. If viewers like you at home would like to see us more on this set, you just drop us a comment.
Viewers at home, we can't control studio time.
Viewers
That's
at home.
actually, that's also true.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
This is Simon. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Mayer. Happy Hypothetical Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, Chairlift, and today we're going to be talking about Simon.
Don't speak
the
for me.
whole episode.
Hi, everyone.
You're Caroline, I'm
My
Chairlift.
name's Sammie.
Don't speak for me.
Shammy.
During Women's History Month, really.
And I'm Will.
Happy Women's History Month!
Happy women.
Happy is the women.
March is
Chairlift
Women's History Month?
You didn't know?
No, I didn't. We need a month? All right.
We need a month.
You guys couldn't vote for like a long time.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's like a whole sex. You know, it's like
It's like half the world.
Is that what women are?
It's more than
they
half. It's
whole
just funny
sex?
because they're more than
whole
half the
sex?
population at this point. Aren't there more women than there are men? Like, there's a dramatic rate.
Is that real?
Actually, we're not going to talk about that.
The majority of the world holiday.
And we get.
And
we
you
get
didn't
a whole
know.
month.
You had to have a man to tell you.
Thank you.
Also, Christmas is about
it takes
Jesus,
two to
the most
tango.
famous guy ever. So,
Jesus
you think
was
Jesus
a woman?
is more popular than Michael Jackson?
Yes. John Lennon was shot because he said that the
What?
Beatles were more popular than the Bible.
he's dead?
No.
Oh.
Guys, nobody tell Sammie that John Lennon was actually shot.
You know I can hear you, Chairlin.
What?
Chairlift.
Chairlifts.
Guys, what are we talking about
Chairlift.
today? What are we?
Today,
Group leader.
Sorry, I'm a little sleepy. We had kolaches for breakfast, which is a crazy food to be breakfast.
That is a great, yeah.
It's just if you don't know what it is, because I didn't know what it was till I moved.
Oh. My mic.
No,
such a
Simon's just speaking of one of these.
It's a,
Yo,
it's a crazy shot.
Yo, what? They airlift me out of here.
We came in to get Simon. Simon, get your ass in
my
here.
ride is here. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Just to the ladder. All right, guys. I'm sorry. Kolache!
Happy Kolache Month.
It's so heavy inside
Yeah.
of me.
What?
It's like 10 a.m. right now.
Oh yeah, it is 10 a.m.
And it's actually 11, but it's okay. We're gonna be talking about our fears, scary things. I know we had we like to be silly and have jokes and make jokes around, but if you're here for that, click off.
Yeah.
We're gonna be serious. Hold on, let me get on my notes.
I don't joke.
Yeah.
So Simon, actually
gel?
Sammie. Actually Simon is
Yeah.
my guest. Actually, Caroline's a woman. What is your biggest fear right now?
I would say that my personal biggest fear is insanity.
Oh.
Is becoming insane again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a long one, so I feel like I shouldn't go first.
Oh.
Yeah, we can save that one for the end because that's
We can say that one. Yeah.
because that will take
Because
a
I thought you
while.
were gonna
to
say something
explain.
like fire.
Yeah.
No.
Are these real fears, or can I be like scary dolls?
Are you
That's what
scared of scary dolls?
This scary's in the name. Are you not
guess.
scared of scary dolls?
I guess anything that's scary, I would probably be scared of.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
No. No. You knew?
Oh, there's
What the hell?
Wait, there's actually a
What
scary
is
doll
that?
on this
Yo, get.
There's genuinely a terrifying doll right here.
Hi.
Your time.
I can't do that voice.
Your time is up.
Your time is up. Oh, just like for the podcast or what?
In life, Simon.
It's a scary doll, but just like
Yeah.
your time is up for like
It's-
the schedule. It's
it-
keeping me on time.
It would be funny if she's like,
Uber's here.
Uber for Simon.
Uber for Simon.
My name is
Oh
Scary
yeah,
Doll.
are you doll? Are you doll?
It's actually Scary Doll.
Oh, sorry, scary doll. My bad.
Yeah.
Can I sit in the front?
No, I would prefer not. You look creepy.
Oh, yeah. No, okay. I'll sit in the back. I'll sit in the back.
Thank you.
So are you like? Has tonight been like a busy night for Uber or what?
No, it's actually been pretty decent. You know, it's not rush hour. Are you going to the airport?
Yeah, the airport. Yeah.
All right, where you going?
I'm going back to Indiana. That's where I live.
Ew, right? I'm from hell.
Oh, hell's hot this time of year, right?
Eh,
Yeah. Okay.
We can stop the talking, Simon.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Do you want to play like music or something? Or-
Wait, sorry, that was my asshole.
It'd be funny if like the doll's like you're gonna die tonight, but then it's just telling you how you're gonna die, like high blood pressure. But like not actually kill you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, right.
Can I prevent it, or is that?
No, I mean like this is something. This is like preventative care. Like you over time you should have been exercising and eating.
It's hard. You should have been exercising. You know what, Scary Doll?
That is.
I don't believe you.
I can't, guys. Don't smoke cigarettes because it just limits your range of voices.
Gob.
Don't smoke
smoke
cigarettes because then you
cigarettes.
can't do impressions and be a
Of
comedian.
scary dolls.
Wait,
You might,
do
you might also
voices.
die of cancer, but
But more importantly,
Actually,
everyone
everyone-
wants to be
Yeah.
a comedian, and if you smoke, you can't do that.
So Simon.
Yeah.
what's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear?
Actually, do you want some examples of fears?
Yeah,
that
I would
wrote
love
down?
to see an example of a
Pick
fear
one.
because I don't usually
Actually,
do
give
this.
me. I'm gonna list it, and you rate
I'll
it.
rank them.
Rate
Rate out of 10?
out of 100,
Out of 100.
or maybe
Out of 10.
out of 10
Out of
with
10?
a decimal.
Yeah, I'll do a
Okay.
decimal system because that's
That's
no
the same
different
as
from out of
100.
100.
100's just.
That's
it's-
math.
It's the
Actually-
same thing.
Math.
Anyway,
Yeah, but one I get to say point, which makes me sound smarter because I did like the math in my head.
dot maybe.
I'll say dot. I'll say dot.
No,
sure.
that's
I'll say
No, point is more
I'll say
smart.
point.
Yeah.
Point is smarter.
decimal maybe. No.
No.
I'll say 9.3.
Okay, getting
guys
lit on
seeing
fire
this?
in like your.
Are
in
you
your
seeing
house
what
in
I'm
your
seeing?
bed.
Are you hearing what I'm hearing? What is this
Will,
bullshit that we're
repeat
talking
that,
about
maybe?
right now?
Yeah.
Getting lit on fire from when it's Christmas in your family. Something.
Ooh, I was thinking about if I were a burn victim this morning. That really freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
I
Actually,
follow this account called Things Burning Down on Instagram, and
Yeah.
a lot of it is just like things burning down, and it's really scary.
So rate those three: burning Christmas, things burning down, or getting burnt alive.
Okay. Well, burning Christmas is hard because you would get burnt, and then burning things down would be hard because you would. I feel like you might get
might
burnt.
get burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the third one again?
Getting burned.
Getting burned.
Oh, I missed that.
I'm gonna say getting burnt down is 1, burnt Christmas is 2, and what was the third one again?
Getting
The
burnt.
third one is 3, whatever it is. I think
Okay.
that's just less than the other ones.
I think the scary thing is accepting, because if you are someone that has like 3rd-degree burns, like you're a person, you're human. That's a beautiful thing. It's just it is
And
something
no
that's
one was
hard.
gonna say otherwise.
Yeah.
Right, but it is a hard thing to accept because I think that other people would not say otherwise, but they would look at you funny.
Yeah.
They would.
Like kids in the mall when they
Yeah.
don't know what to do and they're like,
Is that from the
Yeah,
DC universe?
Kids without filters is
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
that's just all 4 of us were that
So
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of being a burn victim, but then after that, I'd be very afraid of children.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh.
so the idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd have to accept that, and I was thinking in my mind, like, would I be able to accept that, or would I just like? At that point, I think I'd go sailing. I would just go sailing into the ocean
I just get real
blue
rich and I'd get a sailboat and then I'd sail forever.
and
sounds
just
easy.
never come back. I'd visit my boyfriend Jeffrey, and then I would just never come back.
Yeah, tell me more about your boyfriend Jeffrey.
We don't have to go into that right now.
won't talk
Okay,
about
alright.
boyfriend Jeffrey. So
He's
out
no
of
longer
out of
with
100 or out of 10,
Out of 10.
being burned alive.
Being burned alive.
I think the scariest part. Just gonna add my little 2 cents.
Yeah, for
here.
sure.
But the scariest part.
What?
2 decimals.
What?
The scariest part for me, I think, is like if my house was burning down. Like the point of realizing that there's no escape
Yeah.
is like so
Yeah. Did your
terrifying.
guys' families like do like planned like fire evacuation like stuff, or was that maybe that's just a my family thing? I don't think it's a my family thing, but we like had like a plan, like, hey guys, if our house burns down, like this is what you're gonna do. You can like you feel the door for flames, you feel
Yeah.
under the door, you
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
and then like my entire childhood, I was like prepared to jump out of my 2nd-story window
That's
because I
good.
thought
Just
our
feeling-
house was gonna burn
feeling
down
doors.
every night. So I'd like practice like how quickly I could get my window open and push the screen door out because I thought I'd have to jump.
That's incredibly
Damn.
smart.
You know, it's smart, but then your child's freaking out like every day because they think that that's a
Yeah,
possibility.
and then they grow up to be a comedian.
Yeah, wonder how that
Womp
works out.
womp.
My parents couldn't be bothered.
I'd rather have my child be kind of terrified than burnt alive.
That's true.
If the opportunity were to arise.
That's true.
But if they did get burned alive, just know that they're human, just
Yeah.
like us, and they do have the option to get on a sailboat
Yeah.
and sail to their girlfriend Jeffrina.
Got it. So out of 10?
Out of 10, I'm gonna go 9.8
Whoa, that's really high.
for burn alive.
You're not
yeah.
ready for
burn
For dying, for almost dying.
for
Yeah.
the most painful death. Yeah.
yeah.
You're not ready for some of this
I've
next
thought
one. at
about
least.
burning alive a lot though, because I was like, I had this thought a lot. I was like, what if I were around during like the pilgrim times. Like if I came
Like
here.
witch trials?
Yeah, I was like, I would totally be burned alive. There's not a reality where I wouldn't be burned for being a witch.
Yeah,
And so I've
that's
thought
true.
about it quite a bit.
Can you swim?
I don't think that in a scenario where I'm burning alive, that would come
No,
in
I'm
help.
talking. They're witch trials. Like if they'll throw you in the river,
the witch trials.
and then if you float, you're a witch.
I was
The
about
trials.
Witch trials?
Witch
Yeah.
trials?
Witch trials.
Yeah, witch trials.
The witch ones.
Witch trials.
Yeah, which
This
one?
is
That's
a-
what
The
I'm
witch
saying.
ones.
Witch
Yeah, that's what I'm
trials.
saying.
The witch ones.
It's like a classic misunderstanding type thing.
I
where
love
it's-
it.
Wait, who's on severance? Wait. So what I was saying was
Right.
Yeah.
the ghoul. No, not ghoul.
Okay.
The mistress. No, what's a synonym for witch?
A wizard. Nope. No.
Okay, during Women's History Month.
Sorceress.
Sorceress. Okay, during the sorceress trials, I think they tied them up and threw them in the river, and if they
Yeah,
floated, they're witches. And
Yeah.
if they sink, they're fine.
If you're lighter than wood,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
They also burned. Did they not burn him at the stake?
They totally did.
Yeah.
But you know why? It's actually interesting why they were doing that. It was to keep
They were witches.
Well, they were trying to keep people
Gotta
from
work the
becoming
magic out.
Quakers. I love American history. This particular part of American history. They were trying to keep people from becoming Quakers or like questioning Puritan religions. And so they were like, if you guys start fucking up, the devil's gonna come and fuck with everybody. And so they would use women as like this vehicle for the devil to keep people in line so that they wouldn't go off kumbaya and be Quakers.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? That's all. Isn't that interesting?
Oatmeal.
All that for fucking oatmeal. God damn.
When was I was actually thinking about the witch trials like 3
Yeah.
days ago? Because when was that? Like how many hundreds of years ago? Or like, do you know the time period that was in?
The 1600s.
Yeah, late 1600s.
Okay. Because that's a crazy thing to like do to people,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But like to think that we're only 400 years removed from that, and like
Yeah.
we're like no, we're fine. We don't do anything crazy.
Yeah. Not enough
definitely have
generations.
something.
We haven't like
something-
evolved since then.
Yeah,
Like, our
we-
brains
we-
are
we still
the
like
same.
eat bread and
We-
stuff. Like what
We
do you
have to
mean?
remember, if we took a time machine and took those people now, they'd adapt to an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Eventually.
For
Yeah.
like a week.
And
then
then-
they'd be like,
Yeah. No, but isn't that really wonderful?
Why
They'd be
be
though?
like,
slush?
oh, Wordle, right?
Oh,
all right.
Where the, wait,
And you doing the
W-I-
connections? Yeah.
Where the cookies at?
W-I-T-C-H.
They're like, it got me because it said Tinder, but that was for a fire thing. And so I thought it was going to deploy. I used it for my things.
Hinge when I had
Just
to
a
lock
guy,
my
like
doors
a full
because they were
pilgrim
knocking them
costume doing
over.
the connections.
I have you ever dated someone that's into witchcraft and crystals and stuff?
My current girlfriend of
Hell yeah.
4 years, she took, thank you, round of applause for
Yeah, that is a big achievement.
Round of applause for lady.
Hell yeah.
I love you. We're breaking up after this.
right.
I'm just kidding. She's a crystal girly, but not in like a
Weird way.
witchcraft sense. She took a class on like folklore
Yeah.
her freshman year, which was really cool. And I had to take like business class, so she was taking like fun, interesting stuff. I was taking like Excel, how to do Excel spreadsheets.
It's
yeah.
a necessary skill to
important,
learn.
It's a necessary skill for
Put
telling
numbers
jokes
in
on
boxes.
stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, are you planning on getting like an MBA and then just do comedy? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my degree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a bachelor's degree in marketing, and then I am going to not do marketing for the rest of my life.
Technically, you will be doing marketing for the
Technically,
rest
I
of your
already
life.
do. My mom always says, she's like, well, you're gonna use marketing because even as a creator, you gotta market
You gotta
yourself.
market
It's
yourself.
only
You
marketing.
gotta market yourself.
Has everyone's mom said that at one point?
Everyone's mom said,
Yeah.
well, it's because they're pushing us to get business degrees so we have something to fall back on when this
Yeah.
inevitably doesn't work.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's
What's your biggest fear again? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. So fire was a 9.8.
School, college debt.
Fire was a 9.8.
That's a pretty high like start. I feel
think-
like there's
I
not a
think-
lot.
How
of room.
can we light Will on fire and then,
tell us your
and then get
rating.
his reaction? Sorry, I'm a little
Okay,
liberal
okay,
now.
okay. Roller coasters.
Bro, come on.
I like roller coasters a lot, so I would say I'm like 0.7 afraid, because like you know when you get on and you're like, ooh, it's kind of scary, but then you
That's-
start and it's like this is fun.
I love them.
Yeah,
You
Okay,
pass out though.
Scary roller coaster.
not cool. Scary roller coasters are scary. So I would say more like a 5.8 for that.
Okay.
Still pretty like in the middle.
Yeah,
too bad.
It's because it's still a roller coaster, so the scary and roller coaster balance out. But like if it was like a scary and a doll, that's two scaries. That's double scary.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is like, so like if anyone had a doll, like a scary doll, like I would freak out.
Yeah.
Like if you had,
For the audio listeners.
For the audio listeners, I just freaked out.
Yeah.
I think they heard that part.
Oh, for the audio listeners, Simon screamed really loud.
It was
For
weird.
the audio listeners, I was really loud.
I think he might be an
think that-
epileptic. I have a fear. Do you ever have a fear that you forgot to pay a bill? Like the government is going to send you a bill and like you've missed payments for something?
And it's gonna be like $12 million.
Something like that. Yeah. Do you know what?
Are you guys getting scam emails?
No, it's sort of
got
like
that email too?
no,
on
it's just
scam.
like I have a
You guys should do a whole scam episode.
Wait, with maybe
IRS.web.
Devin.
I have a yeah. I have a mailbox and there's
line.
always like a lot of like shit in my mailbox. Like they have
That's
magazines
mail.
for
Oh, that's
grocery
mail.
stores.
That's mail. Yeah, that's
No, but they
mail.
have like magazines for grocery stores. I never got that kind of mail where I lived in New York. Like there's just so much shit that comes into my mailbox that I feel like I'm gonna miss a bill one day.
Oh,
and then
I
one day they're gonna be like, you're $12 million in debt. That's a big fear that I have.
Okay.
That's happened to me, except I didn't really have like a good like address to use because I was like moving around so much. I
Yeah.
didn't really know where my mail was going. And then I've talked about this last time, but I got a scam call. A call that said it was scam, but it turned out it wasn't a scam, and it was a debt collector, and I lost.
Wow.
I've missed payments for like a long time, and they were like dinging my credit score consistently like every month.
Dang.
And now my credit score is like low. I don't know actually it's not that bad, but
So-
it was good. I could have bought a house
What?
with a loan.
Oh yeah. With a loan.
think. I don't know.
What?
And, like,
So
maybe some
what
proof of
fear?
income.
What number fear was that? Like on the scale?
Scale? What
For
scale?
bills, like 1
Yeah,
to 10.
bills.
Bills?
Missing
Like
bills.
accidentally missing a bill and finding out that you
It's
have like
more
a
of, like,
shit
it
ton
It
of
was.
money to
I
pay.
mean, it was.
Yeah.
It was all right because like I had like enough money for it to like not be that big of a deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like.
What if it's the IRS being like, you have like $30K that you need to. This is such a weird fear, but it's like it's happened to
if
my
they said that I need to pay $30,000 now, or else what is the question?
jail
Or else I go to jail.
time.
And how long am I in jail? Because I think
Like a day.
then that's worth the $30,000.
Yeah.
Like I'd go to jail for a year
How
if
much-
it
They
saved
No,
say
the
me.
one
IRS
day,
can
and
put
they're
you
like,
in
we'll
for a long
forgive
time,
you after
right?
one day.
That's nice.
Cat,
That's
thank
kind of like a
you.
No, the
reality
IRS
show.
is kind of chill. They're really cool about that kind of stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met this
No, they
dude.
are. Like, if you're listening to this, look, camera 2 on me. Thank you. If you're listening to this, don't really pay your bills. Like, don't mess with them. If the IRS comes to you, they'll be like, hey, do like a day in jail.
Yeah.
It'll be kind of chill. Like, it might be a little uncomfy, but like, you'll get in and out of there pretty quick. We'll give you your belongings after, and
Yeah.
then you won't have to pay any of that money.
I went
So
to a frat party with a IRS like auditor or dude that worked for the IRS, and he was just drunk, just like pressing buttons on his phone. And he was like, "Oh, tax exempt," and he was just drunk. So
What's his
It's
first and
chill.
last
that
name?
makes a lot of sense. What is his? What is? Yeah.
Yeah, full name?
Caroline Grossman's
What school did they go to?
Pratt University.
Columbia University.
Awesome.
Did I just dox you?
People can figure out that information.
Well, now they
You
know
went
it.
to Columbia.
I dropped out of Columbia.
You dropped out of Columbia.
And I went
His
part-time.
blood type was
That's
O
cool.
negative. Social security number was 134 476 482. Was that enough numbers?
I don't think it was.
I don't think any
My
of those
social
were
security
wrong
number
numbers.
is 646.
Welcome back to the
Don't
Stroke
repeat that.
Podcast.
I was gonna say lobotomy podcast.
The Stroke
I
podcast.
am worried about having a stroke. That is a fear.
Interesting.
Welcome.
Interesting.
From 1 to 10.
Not as worried about that kind of stroke.
What?
A little less worried about that kind
In
of
fact,
stroke.
I'm excited, even as well.
Welcome back to the Motion
For
Podcast.
the audio listeners, Will has no motion.
I had a big fear of electroshock therapy when I was a kid, like because I'd see it in movies, and then probably 17 years later, a doctor said to me, "You should try ECT," and I was like, "What on earth could ECT stand for?" No, electroconvulsive therapy,
Wrong.
which if you don't know is just electroshock
not even
therapy.
He just means you should try other treatments. You should try etc. Man. You should try.
It sounds like
Yeah.
a medication.
No, but that's
though.
kind of what she was saying. She's like, you could do ECT, you could do TMS, you could do ketamine or
Really?
mushrooms, and I was like,
I'll do the third thing for sure.
Too much stuff. Extra
mean-
cum things.
Yeah.
ketamine's expensive. I looked into it. It's very expensive. to
Ketamine
do
isn't.
it.
Okay.
I mean, to
have
do
a
it
friend
in
that's
the
done-
in the right place.
Yeah. My friend, I'm not gonna name names, but I went to his apartment and he had. I'm like naive to that kind of stuff. I don't do ketamine.
Yeah.
You can make ketamine at home with like paint thinner and olive oil. I think.
What is the
That's
olive oil do? Is that
No,
for,
I just need to get olive oil.
is that for flavor?
That's for flavor.
What's
yeah.
the olive oil?
It's olive oil flavor.
No,
man.
it's so that when you put it in your bloodstream, you don't die of like the bubbles.
It's a thickening agent.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
You should try it at home.
No.
Wow. No, yeah.
Hypothetical
I had a
nonsense
friend do
Anyway, sorry.
ketamine, and he had a schedule, like a whiteboard thing in his apartment.
Yeah.
And his friends wrote on it pregame for Molly and Ket. And then I went in, I was like, oh, who are Molly and Ket? Like, when am I gonna meet Molly and Ket? And he was like, no, ketamine. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing ketamine? And he like tried to like justify it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, no, man, they use it in hospitals. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, animal hospitals.
Yeah.
Put horses
Horses
to sleep.
down, yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, your hooves broken?
I feel like not that you should be ashamed, but if you're doing medicinal ketamine, I feel like that's just it's just a medicine at that point. So if you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, I do it every month. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's it's totally okay to do it, but it's if you have a whiteboard and you're also
Yeah.
doing like ecstasy,
Molly? Yeah.
maybe
I don't think that was
it's not medicinal.
prescribed.
Maybe it's not actually that medicinal.
I know him. He's fine. He didn't need to do it. It wasn't medicinal.
Yeah, it's just fun. But also, if you're having fun just as long as you don't hurt yourself. But if you do, you were going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that brings me to my next fear.
That brings
Yeah.
me to his next fear.
I have no free will.
Bears.
I don't fuck with bears.
Okay.
No, this is real.
Okay.
My girlfriend likes to hike, and we like to go outdoors.
That's cute.
If she wants to go to like Alaska or something, I will not go.
There are a lot of bears there.
There are so many.
Are there polar bears
Oh,
there?
so many bears there.
Right?
No.
No.
There are grizzly
More
bears.
north,
Pole.
I don't
north.
do that.
North or south.
more south. Well, if
don't
you
think
go
there-
north enough, then you're south.
So Simon doesn't fuck with bears.
What's his face? I just had to redo it for the
Thank
camera.
you, Wes.
Sorry.
That's a cat.
Sorry. Wait, where did you get your fear of bears though? Did you watch like Paddington?
was
You're like,
hurt by
I
a
don't
bear.
like
I was
that.
hurt by a bear real young.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't hurt by a bear.
Okay.
No,
Have you had a bear claw?
Have you? Yes. Bear claws
Amazing.
They have
are
nothing
good.
to do with bears. Apparently.
No, they don't.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
what is that?
apparently?
Apparently, it's just like a
Apparently.
pastry that's separate from like bear anatomy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and bears don't even have claws; they have paws.
All right.
They have what do you call these?
Claws?
Claws.
Fingernails,
Bear fingernails.
Finger.
paw nails. Chuck yeah. Go on. You were telling a story about your bear cat child.
You keep interrupting him and then going.
I don't have a bear child. I didn't like grow up with a pack of bears and then get like disowned, and now I'm like resentful of bears. and, like,
big
that's my
bear
thing. I
poured
just don't want to
hot
be
porridge
eaten
on
by
your head.
bears.
Yeah, I think bears are a reasonable fear, even having no interaction with bears ever.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah.
Have you seen like the videos of people encountering bears in the wild? Like, you know what you have to do? You have to like walk slowly away from it and like talk to it in like a firm but like gentle way. So all
Yeah,
of these
yeah,
videos
yeah.
of people being like, "Hey bear, hey bear,
Yeah.
hey bear,
Listen.
let me pass through, bear. Not no bear, no bear." It's like
We're good.
gentle
It's a
parenting
calm.
of
I
a
was
child.
gonna say.
It's
Yeah.
calm.
It's like when you see like a mom in Kroger with their kid. They're like, "No, hey, no, put that back. What did we say? What did we say?" And that's like what people are doing
Yeah.
with
Bears.
large mammals that can kill them.
There's
Well,
like
male
a,
bears, female bears, you
bears.
can't do it. Mama bears, you can't. That means you're dead. If you encounter a mama bear, you're just dead.
Mama grizzly
Give up.
bears.
Give up.
there's a bear like handler on TikTok who was teaching a bear how to close the front door of her house.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So the
I
bear
saw
was
that,
like
yeah.
in the doorway, and
saw
she's
that.
like, close
Close the door. Close it.
Close it. And the bear, I shit you not, was like, huh?
Didn't he close it?
No, he did, but she was like, close the door, and he's like, what do you, I got free, mom? And then close the door. But then he doesn't close it all the way, and she's like, all the way. He comes back, sorry. I swear, I
I've seen this
swear.
video.
Funny.
I
There's
second
bear
that.
handlers, and then there's just elderly men in Russia. I've seen so many men in Russia that are just
Yeah,
hanging
yeah.
out with bears.
Oh yeah,
It's
where
so-
they're like playing with it,
Yeah,
and you're like,
and then they just have like
Yeah, yeah.
5 black and brown bears. It's crazy.
Yes.
Don't! No!
What? We didn't
"Do you guys hear that?"
Simon gets it.
I wasn't gonna say anything. That's not-
Yeah, bears are like fair to be scared. I'm scared of I think anything that moves that is larger than me. I think.
Oh, like me?
Like even if you're 6'3", like I'm probably more scared.
You're
of you.
afraid of
Right.
bears? But you're
I'm a
you're
twink.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
You think I would be more of a bear or a twink if I was gay?
You're a
You know,
twink.
I would be.
Wait, no, but what is it if you're built? Like a little bit, but you're small. Are you still
Built but
twink?
small.
Yeah, built but small.
Lego.
Will?
Yeah. I'd just be a whale.
You get your own category.
You know what? It's not good to. An otter.
No, but isn't otter like hairy and small?
Otters.
Because bear is hairy and big, yeah?
Yeah.
A wolf?
Are we just
Ooh.
naming forest creatures right now
You're a fox.
that we know?
This is a
There's a
D&D
fox.
podcast.
It's a D&D.
My name is Bear.
What's the stats on bear? What are the stats
Bear
on
has
twink?
20 strength, 5 charisma.
Yeah, twinks.
Damn.
20
Five
charisma.
strength.
That's what I was gonna say.
5 strength.
That's crazy.
We gotta move on.
Okay.
Okay, so bears out of 10.
Bears
Yeah.
out of 10 is like 9.3.
Less than fire.
Less than fire, because fire. I
You'd
think-
rather get killed by a bear than murdered
They're,
than
they're
mauled
cute.
by fire.
They're cute and cuddly.
That's a good question.
But it's more
Maybe
likely
bear.
you'll die by fire than
Yeah, yeah. If I got like
it?
caught on fire. Well, what's the
what
fire
bear-
circumstance?
It depends.
Like,
Are you
was it
hiking
house
more?
burning town?
I'd love
Or
to see
like-
the statistics of house or like
Yeah,
burn
bring up-
victims
just look up
versus
bear or fire
attacks.
That'll. It's so many results.
What
Bear or
about
fire?
sharks?
Sharks? Not as afraid of sharks.
Yeah. Until you see one. Can we get the shark? Bring the
I've
shark
seen
in.
shark.
Have you?
I've seen shark in wild.
What?
Yes.
Where?
Were you in the water
I was in the water. Yes.
or were you in an aquarium?
I was in the water.
In the aquarium. What?
I was in the I was in the water in the
Wait,
aquarium.
wait,
And
where
then
were
they
you?
asked you to
I was
leave.
I was outside of Key Largo, Florida,
Yeah.
and then we were snorkeling and scuba diving. Because my family is like, my parents not grew up, but like started scuba diving after they got married.
Yeah.
And then when me and my sister were old enough, they're like, we're all going scuba diving.
Yeah.
And so we go and I saw a nurse shark and a black tip shark. And they were both small. Like the nurse shark was only like this big, and then the black tip shark was like.
So that's not that. So that's like.
No, it
it's
could
like cute. It would like
neither-
nibble on you and be like.
Yeah, yeah. I could have punched it. You know how they're like, if you see a shark, you punch it in the eyeball.
nose. Oh.
You think
I
you
didn't
guys
know
could
that.
do that?
In the eyeball?
Yeah, they
Well,
say
what-
you say you scratch it, its eyeballs and its gills, and you like punch it in the eyeball and the nose.
I could definitely. Okay.
I'm not making this
That's so
up.
fucking aggressive.
Look up hurt
No,
shark. Look
'cause
up
Remember
hurt
what we
shark.
taught you.
if it's coming at me at
Ew,
like full
sorry.
force, like I think I'm just like dissociating and dying.
Yeah.
Because there's no way if it's slowly there and I don't know what to do, like I don't think I'd
Yeah.
punch it. I think I am not like flight or fight. I am fawn.
Freeze.
Yeah, freeze. Is it wait, what's the difference between fawn and freeze? It's probably the same thing, but I'm just sort of like, well, this is what's happening to me now.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like the bird from the Flintstones where he's like, it's a living. That's my
Yeah.
take on death
dying
and
by shark.
on dying. Did you think that was gonna
awesome.
work? Did you think that was gonna work?
That's so awesome that it didn't work.
Wait, hold on. Let's try it again. Excuse me. Let's try this one again. So,
I'm scared of whatever that was.
you know what? That's not. I don't want to touch that.
So,
So
if I were listening to this on Spotify, it sounds like Will killed everybody in the podcast, and the blood splattered all over the table.
yeah. Even though we're all still talking.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a
well, I'm
question.
good. I don't
yeah.
need my
You
guys
brain.
were-
I'm
Will losing his mind and then killing all of us at work. What's that on a fear
Why are you
scale?
rubbing his arm?
That's
Well,
pretty low
I don't
for
know
me 'cause
what's.
I don't
I
work
don't
it.
know
It's
what's going
comforting.
on.
Well, she's
Well, you're
trying not to
working here
make it.
today.
I am working here.
You're here for another few hours, so
That's true.
you good, Will?
Are you gonna go crazy, man?
He hasn't been sleeping. Next one.
Oh.
Public humiliation.
But death? To
expand,
death?
but expand on that.
Yeah. I was
No,
gonna
this,
say.
no. This is just fears, not death. Like,
oh, yeah, I forgot, I
being
Worst dumb ways to die. Is that what this is?
dumb. What's
I'm
it called?
so
100, 500
embarrassed.
ways, 1,000 ways to die.
Public
Yeah.
humiliation, I would say, is like on par with.
But I need specifics.
Okay. You're at a big comedy. You do stand up.
I do.
You're on stage, and it's your biggest show that you've ever booked yet.
Okay.
And your girlfriend is there.
All right.
Do you have 2 girlfriends?
I have more than 2.
Okay. All your girlfriends are there.
We can cut that out.
Do you have any
Okay.
boyfriends?
I have a couple.
Couple of your boyfriends are there.
Yeah.
Do they know each other? Are they?
No. My girlfriends know each other. My boyfriends don't know each other.
You
That makes
you sat them like spread them throughout so that they
all got
don't
there
run into
really
each other.
early, and they all were like looking at each other because they'd be sitting in different parts of the club.
Yeah. Your family's there.
Okay.
And you get on stage and you're about to tell a joke, and you're like you're like, oh, I have a little fart that I need to let out.
Okay.
And you let out a little fart, but then you realize that it wasn't actually a fart because you shit in your pants, and there's shit all over you, and there's shit running down, and you try to cover it up, and you take a step, and like a turd falls on the
Oh,
ground.
and then every step
Yeah.
it's just more.
Every step you want
It's
to.
like
if you try to
releasing
get
more.
off stage, you're just
You're
gonna be
making
leaving
more
a
of a-
trail.
It's like
Yeah.
Squidward, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, and then you faint, or no, you don't.
And then you faceplant in the shit.
And then you
then-
wake up and nobody's helping you, and you're still there, and you have
Okay.
to like, would you tell a joke?
I was gonna say, as a skilled comedian,
yeah.
I would turn it into a funny bit, and I would win back the
Okay,
audience.
no.
funny.
You turn it into a funny
on
bit.
TikTok, and I would get
No,
Matt Rife
no,
famous.
no,
And I would
this is
get
my
a Netflix
scenario,
special,
not yours.
And I would tell a really
No,
bad
This
no,
is the
joke.
executive from Netflix.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Netflix.
No,
I
no,
want
that's
to
not.
sign you, Simon.
I will sign any paper you give me without reading it.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And then you wake up and you're still on the floor, and you tell the same joke, and nobody laughs.
Oh, and nobody laughs.
Yeah,
No, but
so
like
you just
people
shit
are like
yourself.
concerned. Like imagine people are like, oh, it's like a medical. Like when you see
Yeah,
like a medical
yeah, and you're like,
event,
ooh.
you're like,
Oh.
but that's not embarrassing. That's just sad.
And then you throw up in your mouth and you try to swallow it, but then that makes you gag even more and start throwing up all over the
Okay.
floor.
Okay, what about you
Family
get
Guy.
caught in a lie? You get caught in a lie that was like to boost your ego.
Wait,
And
now we're done with the comment?
No,
just
wait,
saying,
let
no.
him answer this one first. Let him answer
I'm
this
just saying because like it's funny that you shit yourself, but it's not. I feel
Okay,
like that's
no.
not
Caroline,
actually
No,
embarrassing.
and then-
Caroline, if you shit
No,
yourself in
it's
front of
sad.
everybody,
It's
you
so
threw
sad.
up on everybody,
No,
that's
it's-
embarrassing.
No, it's so sad. I think for me, it's more sad, but like there are things where it's embarrassing, shameful.
It's not-
And then there are
Okay,
things where
no,
it's like my
No, it's-
body, I
but
can't
it's
help my
public
body.
humiliation.
Then-
That's humiliating.
Then both of your girlfriends, all of your girlfriends come and they're like, oh my God, my boyfriend. And they're like, wait, boyfriend.
they do the Spider-Man
yeah,
thing?
yeah. And they're
Yeah.
like, wait. And then
And then I turn that into a funny quip, and I win back the
no,
audience.
nobody
I'm
laughs.
Mr. Netflix.
Nobody
Oh,
laughs.
Simon.
Nobody fucking
Thank
laughs.
you.
Nobody laughs.
Oh, nobody laughs?
Yes.
I would play
Your
off the
grandpa
silence,
laughs.
and I would turn it into a funny bit, and I would post it on. No, I'm just kidding. That would
Matt
suck.
Rife better watch out.
That would suck. I think
Shitting
that-
yourself on stage.
That would be
is
bad.
basically
That
it.
would be bad, and
Public
I'd be scared of
humiliation.
that. Very, very much scared of that.
Out of 10, though.
Out of 10, less than Bear and Fire,
Yeah. More than roller coaster.
more than roller.
More than scary roller coaster.
More than Scary Roller Coaster for sure.
Suit yourself.
I'm gonna say like 8.8.
Wow.
That's a pretty
That's pretty
scary situation.
Yeah, that is a pretty.
But it's like the other two are like stuff you can't come back from. It's like getting killed by a thing. This one is like I would come back. I would do like a Chris Rock style tour where I'm like, so that happened, and I open with the thing, and I open and I like refer to it, and then I would make a bunch of money. And I
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the clips
that's a
would
career
circulate on
starter.
TikTok
Yeah, exactly.
of you shitting your pants.
That's a career starter.
Exactly, Mr.
I'm Mr.
Marketing over here.
Netflix.
Ugh.
But
Mr. HBO?
I'm Mr. HBO.
Am
nice
I
to
hired?
meet you. You are hired.
Yes.
I'm
Sign
Mr.
this
Tubi.
contract. Oh, my roommate interns for Tubi.
Shout out Tubi.
is it still?
that's a
I'm
fact.
American High.
This. Hello, Julia and Chris. This episode's sponsored by Tubi, American High, Netflix, and
HBO Max
Yes.
and shortbrokenranthrough.com.
Go to shortbrokenranthrough.com
if
to
you
get a
would-
shirt.
if you would like to get a
Yes,
t-shirt.
I went to shortbrokenranthrough.com and they all knew you.
God damn.
I like that format. That's a new one, right? That's new kind of circulating
I am
around.
the first person to ever do that joke.
Yeah, I've never
And
heard
if you
that.
do it on like
really?
Twitter or TikTok, just at me.
Yeah.
Just at Simon. So
If you're just, want to give the man some credit.
yeah.
You're saying this was the first time that you?
This
anyone
was
has
the
ever
first
made
time
that joke?
anyone's done that. Yeah.
Okay, fear. I have a fear now.
Okay.
Imagine you make a joke. It's like the funniest joke ever. You put it on TikTok. Somebody else makes that same exact joke. 10 million views.
Yeah.
Book deal.
Yeah.
Netflix deal.
Happens all too often.
They just catapult.
Yeah.
And you're still stuck.
Key and Peele high on pot noose level.
Yeah, like I'm high on pot news, but I'm high on pot news.
Yeah.
Oh, he's funny.
Right.
How
Gabriel
scary.
Iglesias?
Okay, when he comes Fluffy? How scary is that to the chat?
Not as like scary. It like sort of has happened. Where
pissed me
like
off.
I made a video a while ago. This is like my freshman year, and it had like 5 million views. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then a girl made a video where she just like lip synced each character and like acted it out, and it got
Yeah.
like 30 million views.
That's
and I was like,
insane.
what the hell? And then also a trend I've noticed that people that live in different countries will remake my videos in their language.
Is it
That's awesome.
Mostly I've had this happen, but it's mostly Spanish TikTokers.
I have actually not got any Spanish. I got one like Nordic country guy,
Oh.
and then one guy recently, and I don't even know what language he was speaking. But they always tag me. So they'll
Yeah.
like give me credit,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
they'll just like turn it into it. So I'm like, I can't even be mad at
it's-
that.
Yeah, no,
But
'cause
that
it's
situation,
making your joke more accessible to the world.
Right, exactly. It's like a net positive.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess so.
Spreading humor and joy.
That thing though,
Yeah.
like book deal level, it's less like a fear, but like that would suck.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's like a 5. It's like a solid middle of the road.
Right in the
5.
middle. It
Like,
would just
that
piss
would
me
that would
off.
just you just feel bad about that.
I'd be sending like angry emails to HBO.
That's also to say I'm capable of writing a joke that if told by someone else would get them a
One
book
single
deal.
joke.
One singular
So
joke.
the joke that changed the
start
world.
ghostwriting.
You could
Yeah,
be
yeah.
in a writer's room easily. You're just not for TV.
Yes.
Like you're not for books.
Damn.
Wait,
you have a face
book
for radio.
deal as in
Yeah.
a book?
Yeah, like book
About the joke?
How I made this joke, and then that's the book deal.
funny.
But then they make a movie called How I Made This Book, the movie, and then the person who was in that TikTok is in that movie.
Okay. Yeah. I'd be upset about that.
I just for all the TikTokers here, because we're all this TikToks and we do TikToks and Instagrams, Reels.
Yes. And YouTube.
I
Shorts.
want to expand on this just a little bit, little sidebar, little side note. And YouTube Shorts, sorry. I'm not on YouTube Shorts, actually.
Google Giggles?
Not on Google Giggles. I'm actually on Tubi Splash. Tubi Splash, I made a big splash on Tubi Splash.
To be splash or not,
Not to be splash.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Oh.
What were you saying?
Actually, never mind. I let that play out, and that's all I needed.
I have a fear that I don't think the three of you will relate to. No, not that one.
Oh.
I have a fear of childbirth, of giving birth to a child.
Yeah.
And I don't think, right now, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do an epidural because then you don't get all the oxytocin or whatever. But like the idea of pushing out a fucking giant ass head out of a hole is very frightening.
Yeah, seeing the size of the hole and seeing the size of the head, it doesn't make sense. It's like just
Hey,
fitting
Will.
a square.
Sit this one out. Sit this one out.
No, but like the idea that like, because that's frightening, but then like afterwards, it's
Yeah.
because you have a newborn baby and now your asshole's been stitched back together and you still have to shit. So it's
No,
like,
it's true.
It's not fun.
and then it's like, and then you can get like an infection. I mean, like I don't understand how women stayed being moms. I do not understand
And it
it.
happens every day.
Also,
It's happening now as we speak.
kind
yeah,
of
and then you still
related
have to take
that,
care
but
of it.
Also not.
Yeah.
You know, like the 19 Kids and Counting.
Yeah.
I
I
remember
just
that.
read the memoir of Jill Duggar, who's like one of the like kids
Duggars.
who like made it out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like
Yeah.
a cult.
19 times, because you're afraid of one time, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because that's
But at that
terrifying.
point,
This woman was
she's like-
addicted to the game.
Could-
She's like, I need more. I'm hungry.
I wonder what it looks like.
All right.
No,
I'm
for
a
medical,
specimen now.
for scientific reasons, not for anything weird. But
we
I want
pull that up?
to.
Can we
Can I
get an
get?
image
Can
of
I get a caricature?
Put that up. That's what kind of show we
Drawing
used to.
a
Yeah, put that on.
cartoonish interpretation of the box.
Yeah,
I'd like
we're-
to see it.
I am curious how, and obviously it happened because we're still here today, but how did women back in like 1436 give birth? Because like we have all these doctors and these medical advancements.
Yeah.
They were just raw dogging it in like a field with mud.
A
and,
lot
like,
of
would
women
die.
died. A lot of
Just
women died.
die.
But how did we persevere like so much?
we had no
Because your
choice.
your
Because
body.
life finds a way. I
You're-
also
Yeah.
came up with that quote, so if you ever try to like use that. Or
He did not.
At Simon.
I'm going to say he didn't say that, but actually,
You
at
said
this
life
point,
finds a way. That's a quote that you're trying to trademark.
Yeah. Life finds a
could.
way.
I was at the Life Finds a Way store and they didn't know you. Oh, sorry.
Double joke.
At Simon, what's your name? Senator? What is it?
Senator Simon.
At President Simon.
That's really funny.
Hey, thanks, Will. Thank you, buddy.
so childbirth.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of sperm birth, actually.
All right. All right. Well, there
these
actually
jokes
is a
today,
thing that
guys.
I'm afraid of, but I feel like I can't talk about it because it gets too real too quickly. Because that's
We can get real.
no, we
get real.
can't.
Should we wrap up the silly part of the Comcast?
Welcome
This
back to the
episode
Hypothetical
sponsored by
Comcast.
Comcast.
Yes.
All right, guys, get the giggles out.
Wait,
What?
we're rebooting. Never mind.
Rebooting these nuts. Wait, okay. Let's get the giggles out. Okay, on
Yeah.
3. Ow! Okay. My finger.
Is that one of the giggles?
No. Okay, on 3, we're gonna just laugh for like 5 seconds, and then we're gonna get serious. Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Ain't nobody said nothing funny though. Ain't nobody said nothing funny though.
All right,
Ain't nobody said nothing funny though.
now we're serious.
I'm
Thank
locked
you. Now
in.
you're serious.
Well, this
Lock in.
is another thing
I'm
that
locked in.
this is another thing that I feel like everyone can relate to this, but it is very different. It's a different experience. I'm very frightened of men.
Yeah.
I'm very frightened of men. There have been many times where I've been in a bathroom, in a single bathroom, and a guy will just walk up, like, because he's like, oh, I'm in line for the bathroom, but then he just walks in while I'm still in the bathroom. I'm like, what are you doing, fella?
God.
That situation's happened 3 separate times, and it's just like, it's never good. But that's very frightening.
Yeah.
It's very. I don't even know how they know I'm in there. You know what I mean? But then they're just like, well, I guess this is an opportunity now. Terrible.
That's
Damn.
terrible.
Yeah,
So,
no,
like,
but
like
that's
a
serious.
private bathroom, like one of those like.
Yeah, like if you're in a restaurant or like it's a bar
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
a single bathroom.
Yeah.
They'll just like open up and they'll be like, well, I'm in here now.
That's
And then they'll block the door. And the last time it happened, I was in New York and it was like an older guy and I was just asking him like questions about his daughter because then I was like trying to see if I could guilt him into stepping aside. Anyways, I don't want to say that, like being a woman.
No, speak
but it's
your
really
truth.
interesting. It's a very
reality.
interesting experience of life and that's very frightening. But now the problem is that I'm not that frightened of it anymore. Like now when it happens, I'm just sort of, I shut down. I'm just like,
Right. Like desensitized to it.
it's a living. That literally the feeling of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah.
You afraid of men?
What's the right answer?
Yeah, I don't think because like
This?
I don't want
'cause
to. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, me too. Like dudes like scare the shit out of me. But then
No, but you can
It's
also there's also experiences where men can have those similar experiences, but you're not allowed. You can't talk about it. Well, in general, it's hard to talk
Well,
about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not afraid. I'm just a very skanky, like frail, like I'm like
It's like fine china.
yeah, I really am.
You can find China.
I think I really could hold my own.
Yeah.
But if somebody really wanted to beat the shit out of me, all I got is my legs, and I'm running like
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
to speed away because I'm pretty fast. So if there's there have been times where I'm like walking down 6th Street. I fucking hate 6th Street.
Yeah.
6th Street scares the shit out of me. I hate going there. And
Yeah.
if people are like, you want to go down to 6th? Shut the fuck. But not punch. There's a pillow here. Yay. But I never want to go down there because there's all these like big ass drunk dudes like, what you guys
just
talking
so
about,
like
bro? You just think about this."
eager to fight.
Like,
Like
and-
you bump into them on accident. They're like,
Yeah.
What you
They're
do, bro?
ready.
Like you said, you want to talking to what you doing, bro? And I'm like, huh? Get the fuck away from me! And then I bolt the other way.
yeah.
I can't. So there is a fear there, but
For
not
sure.
not to the same degree.
It's different.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard to pick out like good dude friends. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot
I was
of.
gonna say, yeah, my college, I'm surrounded by frat guys, and
Yeah.
it's,
And you
Me,
think
it's
you know
terrifying.
you think you know a guy.
you think you know a guy and you get deep enough into the conversation, and then he says something that makes you like in
You're in
real life
terror
like
zone.
dolly zoom. You're just like
Yeah.
outside of your
That
body, and you're like,
sucks.
oh,
What?
okay.
Or like you
one of
hear a
those.
story about like the way that he talks to women or like
Yeah.
interacts with
Yeah.
women.
Too many stories of like guys that you get along with,
Yeah.
and you're like genuinely good friends with, and then you
like
hear
him?
about them, and you're like,
Fuck.
we're toast, like we're cooked.
Yeah.
Like me and Will can speak on this, but in high school specifically, when you meet like you're like one of the only like black people at the school,
Yeah.
and then you meet like your tribe, like oh that's my dude.
Yeah.
Then you go to their house, they start playing music, and then like the 2 Chainz song comes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you little.
Yeah. They say that shit with their chest.
And then you dolly zoom.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then you realize, wait, I'm the only one.
Yeah,
here.
I'm surrounded
Yeah.
by.
And all
like-
of them are looking at me and smiling.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I'm dead ass.
Right?
And then they're
That
like,
is nuts.
yo, you want to play Mario Kart, Sammie? I have to.
Did I ever say? Never mind. I won't
Is it
say that.
Squidward?
Yeah.
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 Which is our shared.
You have talked about it before.
On the podcast? I don't think on the
No,
podcast.
not
Really?
on
I'll
the
talk about my
podcast.
basically one of my friends in high school. I went to like a super like white high
Yeah.
school, like
Oregon?
people in Oregon, yeah. 0.7% black in the city that I lived in
Wow.
for high school. And so the culture there wasn't anyone to like tell them like it was just like N-words in the hallways, just hard everything.
Jesus.
And
With no black people there.
with no black
They're
people there.
saying
Why are
that
you
no
saying
one like listened
Who's
to
listening?
West.
That's crazy.
It's like, wait, no one's here? Let's say
Yes,
we can say
just
it.
white people in their own. Yeah. Anyway, and I had like some homies, but I think it took a while for them to like really just stop saying the N-word like a little too long.
Yeah.
And one of my friends would call me Nigward.
Oh my God.
Clever. No, that's clever.
And yeah, just like in class, and no one would say anything. And I didn't really think about how problematic that was either, because I was so like also
Right.
desensitized
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
until-
And because it's so crazy because that exact thing has happened to me with the same like verbiage, the same word,
nickname.
and it's surreal because they say it in a funny voice.
yeah.
It's
No.
like they say it
Alright,
like because
Nigward.
it's a joke, like Nigward, and it's like, oh, and
a
I'm
funny
5
word.
or like I'm 10, I'm 10 years
Yeah,
old. Like,
what the
oh fuck, is this funny? Like looking around, everybody's laughing. It's like, oh,
So this
guess
is
it
a joke now.
I guess
That's
it is
insane.
funny.
That's crazy. I actually do have N-word stories, which like sounds so weird.
Well,
on,
you're
like,
from
in face
Indiana.
value. I know
Yeah.
I'm from Indiana though.
What's
But,
the
like,
breakdown of your racial identity?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
This is a question I've been asked a lot in my comment section that I never answer. My dad is half black.
Okay.
And so my
I knew it.
Dude,
I fucking knew it.
That's the thing, dude.
knew
Is
it.
that white people they always like, you're just white. All of my black friends are like, I knew
I
it
knew
the
you were-
moment
I
I
knew
say
it.
but which like
And white mom?
again, white mom.
Okay. So
my
if I
dad's
had
mixed.
a baby with a white woman, then you would
Yes,
come out.
it would be me. Yeah.
Probably a little-
Basically.
I'm gonna make baby
basically.
Simon.
Baby Simon. And is he gonna be a
Baby
trillionaire?
Simon.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be a
He's gonna
trillionaire.
do marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna have my wife like tell him like marketing is important because you market yourself.
He's gonna go on a podcast one day and he's
Yeah.
gonna talk about his racial identity.
Yeah.
It's not
exactly.
TikTok
No,
anymore. It's like
but-
Big Bang.
Big.
And he's gonna go on a podcast with Bahoney. He's gonna have the same
And
conversation.
Sammie.
But it's spelled differently. S-A-M-M-Y.
With a Y. Sammy with a Y.
Ew. No, I'm IE. I'm not Y.
Yeah. Stop saying Sammy with a Y.
But anyway, go ahead with
Oh,
your.
yeah. My dad was adopted, so he doesn't know any of his black family. He actually just recently got connected to his birth mom. But like growing up, when like people would be like, "Oh, what are you?" and I would be like, "Oh, well, my dad's mixed." And,
What
like,
are you's a crazy.
which is a crazy question.
Yeah.
But like,
But you know what it means at this point.
yeah. Like not all of, but like some white boys would be like, "Oh, so you can say the N-word," and I'd be like, "No," and he'd be like, "No. You could give me the pass." And I'd be like, pass? He's like, no, you got the N-word pass. You can give it to me. I'm like, why not I just give you $1,000? Since I'm giving away shit I don't have. What the fuck? And then they'd be like, dude, if I were you, I'd go around saying the N-word all the time. And I'm like, I promise you wouldn't, bro. I promise you wouldn't.
If I were you, man, if I were you, bro, I'd be using your gift, man.
Using your
You
gift.
got a gift and you
Like
not
it's
using
fucking, like
it,
it's
bro.
Thor's hammer, like whoever wields the tiniest amount of black in him.
It's like a high school football coach, like, or no, a high school football coach, this big dude, like, you wasting your potential.
Yeah, bro.
You waste.
Dude, D-line, it's a big kid. You could be there.
You could be on the end line,
What
bro.
is this for?
That's crazy.
You stick it in.
Oh, make like a robe. That's awesome. I just noticed something on
I'm gonna get you a blue chip
Blue
for every
chip,
podcast.
like
in the morning.
tortilla chip.
some blue
Yep,
chips.
we're gonna get you some blue. I was thinking about blue chips this morning as well.
Caroline, are you scared about food poisoning?
No. I'm afraid of getting too drunk. I'm afraid of getting too high.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
a
know,
scary.
Then whenever
Yeah.
I do get too high, if I were, which I don't, but if I were, hypothetically, because it's a Hypothetical Nonsense podcast, I'm always like, this is forever.
Yeah.
I've done it so many times now. I've done it so much.
And realizing it's like it's too late. You can't undo the amount
yeah.
that you
Oh yeah.
smoked.
Oh, when it keeps getting worse.
And yeah, and you're
Yeah.
like, when is it done? Is it gonna
Yeah.
keep escalating? Like when is
Yeah.
it?
I've been with friends and I'll be like, guys, I legitimately need to like take a break. And I used to be ashamed of that when I was younger. And now I'm like, I'm an adult. Like if I get too high and I need to go and sit under a blanket, like I'm just gonna take, if I were to, then
You say
I'm just
younger?
gonna do that.
Hypothetically, you say younger?
Yeah, hypothetically like 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good
Oh,
thing
so
this
you're
is.
going to hell.
In a handbasket. Yeah. Yeah.
They
that
have
was a
hand
good joke.
baskets in hell. The devil's weaving.
The devil is weaving. Don't sell your hand baskets.
Why is he weaving?
He's
Why
weaving.
can't
Because
he
bored.
stay?
he's weaving because
He's weaving
Jesus
and
told
bobbing.
him to weave.
Stay.
Jesus said, "You gotta weave, devil. I rebuke thee." And then he's like, "Okay, I'm weaving." Baby Looney Tunes, baby devil. Hey there, guys. I hope you guys have premarital sex and.
I like that we did this bit in a previous podcast, Devil with the Lisp. And now it's Devil with the
Yeah,
we did that.
That's just baby
Like,
devil.
Satan. The devil.
The devil. Baby devil.
So interesting.
There's so many guys. There's so many Jesus jokes that I can make. Jesus, and I'm not saying it's like blaspheme. I just mean like his story is so awesome.
Yeah.
It's
And
interesting.
there's so many like fun.
Do you
things.
ever like
real
make a
hero's
sketch
journey.
that's like Bible related, and then everyone in the comments is like, "Nah, man, nah, this wasn't it. Nah, you crossed the line on this one."
I get
And
paragraphs.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, I made one where Jesus was a close-up magician, and I got like
I remember that one.
I got a paragraph where this guy's like, Jesus was not a close-up magician. And I'm
That's my favorite when it's just literal.
I'm
and
like,
got
I
me.
know he wasn't. And also, there was no reporter with a camera looking like, okay.
People get really
Sorry.
serious. I
Yeah.
quoted a non-canonical verse from a Bible. So there was a point where people were writing.
Canonical?
Isn't canonical the right word?
No, it is the right, but that's funny
It
to
sounds
refer to
funny.
the Bible as
Captain
like
Canonical.
canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but actually, people were writing fan fiction, old times, and there was one where like Jesus, when he was like he got his powers as a teenager, and he was using it for bad.
It's a Marvel
Sky
movie.
High.
Legitimately, no, actually, and it's from a very
And God
long
was
time
like,
ago.
son, it's your 15th birthday.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for a long time.
I made a joke about it where I was like, Jesus used to be a dick to children, and I still get comments to this day that are long paragraphs where it's like, it's funny. You're funny. Don't get me wrong, but there are just certain things where it's
Yeah.
like you're spreading misinformation. People are gonna really think that this is in the Bible. I'm like, I don't think most people know what's in the Bible. People can go to church every Sunday and they probably still don't know. If you're reading the King James version,
Yeah.
you don't know what's going on. But you know. Commentary on religion. We're covering a lot of territory in this podcast.
You guys afraid of God?
No, I'm afraid of no God.
You should be.
Question.
All right.
That's a great question, because what if
scary.
he's evil? Because like
He's scary.
He's bigger than all three of us.
he's 6'3".
He's 6'3".
God is 6'3".
Broad.
If you saw God and he's 6'3", you'd be like, that's not that.
LeBron.
Hey,
God? What's up, little bro?
God is a point guard for like the Charlotte Hornets. And he's like, okay. It's like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Huh.
He just puts up like an okay stat line. It's
18
like, oh, yeah.
points, like 5 rebounds.
Yeah.
You're like 6th man of the year. Wait, what's
Sixth
going on? What the fuck?
God is a 6th man on the Charlotte Hornets.
But he
Maybe a
creates
different
life.
sport.
He creates
Maybe a different
life.
sport.
Then he create ball his life.
Ball is life. Yeah, but okay. No God.
Stop.
The fear. There's a sense that I'll get when I realize that there is not a God and that life might just
You
be.
realize that there's not a God?
Yeah, no, because you don't think about it, and then you realize that everything might be random and arbitrary, and nothing means anything, and then whatever. It's
Right.
like I'm 14 and this is deep, but when you really, really think about it, and you focus on it for a minute, it makes you feel very upset, because then you're just like, oh, what is this?
Yeah. So you've come to the conclusion that there is no God.
No,
rather
I don't think it's like a universal thing where I'm like, universally there is no God. For me personally, I don't feel as though there's a God. To me, it makes sense that there's no God.
Yeah.
And then the idea that I would be insane and that I am insane to some degree, but it might get worse. That really, really frightens me. Because I've gone insane by accident, and then I've seen myself like slowly put myself into a position where I would become insane, where I'm just like thinking too much about my own sanity and consciousness, and then I stop sleeping, and then I'm like, oh my God, I need to get laid. And then I do, and then everything works. I'm so serious right now, guys.
Yeah. Sorry. My stance, I just don't know.
You're sitting.
Who am I to say?
I think
Who am I
God
to
is
say if
Morgan
there's a
Freeman
God?
from Bruce and Evan Almighty.
Bruce and Evan
He also
Almighty.
is in Evan
Wait,
Almighty,
there's a
you're
third
right.
one.
There's a third one?
Yes.
It's just like Kyle Almighty?
Yes, Kyle Almighty. Yes.
You've seen
yes.
Kyle Almighty?
Yes.
It's one of those like movies you watch as a kid that like no one knows.
Direct to DVD.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
direct to
I
DVD.
think
Kyle
I talked about this in a
Almighty.
podcast.
Yeah,
so
and we
like,
came to the conclusion you're wrong. There is no third.
Cat-
Can we get a fact check?
Kyle Almighty.
No to Sammie.
Oh,
God, if you're out there.
if we made a Kyle Almighty though, because they did, God just gives him his powers, and Evan Almighty's Noah's Ark. We need another story from the Bible to
Filbert.
What about Isaac?
The devil?
And
Filbert. I like Filbert a little more than
what's
Isaac.
his dad?
Or remember when the frog, the plague?
Yeah.
We could do the plague one.
Well, they did
The
that
frog.
in, wait.
Who got shitted
Wait,
on?
David and Goliath, modern.
We could do
day.
David and Goliath, and we could call it David Almighty.
David Almighty.
And it's just us against
Isn't
the 6'3"
David the little
guy.
pipsqueak?
I can't read biblical
David
names on the
Almighty.
lips. Who got shitted on?
Who was like,
Simon on the-
I was gonna say that.
I'm dedicated to God, and God was like, I'm
Everyone.
gonna fuck with you, and then he still stays dedicated. He killed his family and everything. Who was
Probably
that?
Joseph, because God put a baby in Mary.
Lot.
Huh?
Lot, apparently.
What?
They're just right. They're making stuff up.
Lot?
Lot?
Maybe it's like a Greek gods versus Roman gods where people have different names for the same thing.
Guys, what if Greek mythology was the
was real?
real religion?
Yeah,
Like
and it's just
Poseidon exists.
wild.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah.
one of those crazy ones where it's like, no, like Ra is the sun god. And he's 6'3" and he plays on the Phoenix Sun. That would be fucking terrifying if like there's a mist, like there are half-bloods. Like this
That
is
would be
like
pretty
Percy
cool.
Jackson
Yeah,
is
Percy
real.
Jackson.
I'd shit myself. I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Like I could get like
They were right.
Medusa'd.
Yeah.
He
I
said
used
they
to-
were right.
Wait, this is so interesting. When I was a kid, I had one huge fear. I thought Medusa was real when I was like 6, and I was like, I'm never gonna go to the desert where there might be snakes because I don't want to be turned into stone. But I saw like the painting of her where she's like, and it freaked me out so much when I was a kid. And one of my friend's mom, she just liked to fuck around with me. She's like, yeah, no, she's real. My parents never did that to me as a kid. They were like, Santa Claus isn't real, and you're gonna have to pay taxes very soon. And she was just like, no,
Very
Medusa's real.
soon?
Yeah.
Were you 6?
I started paying taxes when I
Well,
was
that was all of the IRS. Like that's the
7
fear
years
of
old.
not
Yeah.
owing or
Well,
owing the
yeah.
IRS
Yeah,
$12
that's
million.
why working.
I think
we
we
just
just-
got to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Your fear of the IRS
No,
owing
wait,
them $12
that's
million.
also another thing I was afraid of. I watched Happy Gilmore when I was a kid.
Wait, hold on.
And in Happy Gilmore,
Adam Sandler said, do your taxes.
no, his grandmother's house is taken away by the bank. And I was so frightened that the bank would just take away my house because I didn't pay my bills. And then when I was younger, I was like, I have to make a lot of money. And I was like, I can't go to art school. I can't be an artist. I can't do something impractical and dumb. And now I'm a comedian.
Who makes a lot of money.
I know.
Who makes stacks and
and that's
stacks
just
of
that's
money.
just luck. That's just pure luck. It makes no sense. I'm not deserving of it. But here we are. And I'm just gonna hold on to what I got.
It's more than others.
Yeah.
I think you worked pretty hard.
No.
Oh.
You've been through a lot
No.
in order to be funny.
Well, I guess if that's how that works. I just think like you're put in a position from when you're born, and then you're just you end up in situations where you might accidentally become something. So in my mind, I'm like,
But-
I never really worked for. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
I don't know about like
But that's my whole free.
like being what like I feel like social media is one of the only things that like it's well of course there are like nepo babies of like people who were but you were not like I don't think that your like family
Like, you weren't
situation
handed
affect
anything.
you weren't
No,
handed
I am an
anything
industry
to
plant.
become you were
Yeah, I'm well connected with George Soros and Zuckerberg. No,
Okay.
they believed that for a while.
Right.
That was a thing for a
George
while.
Soros and Zuckerberg.
Yeah, if you ever look on 4chan, there was a point where people were like, she's connected to George Soros and
Yep.
Bill Gates.
And she's also 14 years old.
They were trying to figure out where I live. They were trying to kill me. That was a fun. Being a teenager was so fun. Being a
Yeah.
woman and being visible on the internet, very fun, interesting experience.
Oh, goodness.
With social media, there definitely is a combination of luck and work. I think it's like 70% luck,
Oh, for sure.
30% work, because
20% concentrated.
For some people,
power and
Will.
it's
will
different though.
is changed.
Because I think if you really are talented, you're more lucky. You're more likely to do better. I think.
there's
Somebody's gonna
some-
recognize that you're talented.
It's hard to reconcile, I think, because it's like, I for like the first couple months of doing it, I worked hard at like putting out videos every day. But like if you look at what I was doing, it was just like me talking to myself in my house during COVID.
That was dumb.
So it's like it's not work, and I really like to do it. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not work in that sense. And part of you is like, it is really lucky because it's like an algorithm, and I don't know how it works, and I can't control the amount of views I get. But it's like, it's very weird to think about.
There are some, I will say some like circumstances or like factors that may, like some people are like had a better chance or a boost
Some people
because
are
of the
hot.
way that they look. I was
Some
gonna
people are
say
hot.
some people hot or like some people look unique or interesting in like kind of a funny
weird.
way.
What are you?
Weird.
Like not
that
even
one.
you-
People
like
tell
there's
me
some
they're
people
like-
that are funny looking.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and
I've
they
been told
blow
there are
up
people that are
because
like, you
they-
just like your face, it looks funny.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like,
you got
thank
a
you.
funny looking
I
face.
mean, like it's not like get the camera on me.
Yeah, what the fuck? Camera 2.
I will say
handsome
being
devil.
a woman for sure definitely helps. That again, that's a double-edged sword. But like when you were saying like, oh, a girl can lip sync your video, I'm like, yeah. They can play the guitar
very poorly,
Right,
and you
yeah.
can make an entire career off
Which
that.
you see people all the time online that are like genuinely upset about that. that are,
Yeah,
like,
don't be
mad
upset.
about
It
that.
is what it is. It is what it is.
Chill.
You're also-
You're
30 and
helping.
You're, on
You're
TikTok.
commenting.
Also,
Yeah, you're also the viewer. Yeah,
You're
you're-
also
if
scroll,
you
bro.
It's so
Also-
easy. It's so easy to scroll.
It's like the easy. It's not like the most unique thing to say, but it's literally how you solve this. If you don't watch it, you're not gonna see it.
Yeah, you're not gonna
You
see it.
won.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did it.
People commenting on shit they don't want to see, you're gonna see it more often.
I know.
I have an additional point. This isn't disagreeing. I think it's more of an additive, if you
Yeah.
will.
Thank you.
No problem. But if you are getting upset by something you see on the internet, it is the most irrational. Depending on what it is, but I would say overall, it's so irrational to be upset about anything that's on your phone that isn't right in front of you,
Yeah.
that has no real consequences for you in your real life.
Yeah.
So if you get upset, I need you to take a look at yourself and wonder, what is it that I'm personally insecure about? And you need to accept that you're insecure about those things. It's not your fault that you're insecure about those things, but you need to do better and build up some self-esteem before you start commenting. Because if you are going to comment, it's not your choice. You're just insecure. But you can change that by recognizing it and trying to integrate that into your personality. That's my advice to you.
Men, go to therapy, I think is the general.
Don't go on my fucking subreddit and spend
Yeah.
5 hours writing books. They don't do it as much anymore, but they used to. That was cool. Thanks, guys.
I agree with that, but also, people love to be. Some people just like being bullies, and they think it's funny.
Yeah, no, I think people
Yeah.
like to.
Yeah,
genuinely-
sure.
People
Yeah.
like to hate.
We're
all haters, dude.
There's the intersection of like the people who are insecure and commenting and like projecting.
but some people just
Yeah.
There
like
are
to,
also the people who
fuck
like
around.
to hate, and that shit is hilarious to them. And it's like I'm a fucking bully. I said it. You know, like
Yeah,
that's.
that's the difference between TikTok and Instagram. Is that TikTok, everyone's really supportive. You go on Instagram,
Yeah.
Instagram Reels comments are
They're
vicious.
wild, dude. Like people I know, like my friends and like roommates will like comment on my Instagram Reels and just like say just like random stuff because I know them.
Yeah.
But like, have you ever had people that like will respond to that not knowing that you know them in person? So like, I had someone that was like, "Oh, this isn't funny. Go back to doing whatever." Just to, like be stupid because they were my friend. And someone went through their entire account, looked at every picture that they had posted, every video, and they were like, "I just spent the last 4 hours watching every video that you ever made and looking at all your pictures, and you're not funny." And they wrote like an essay, and I was like, "I think we're not gonna beat climate change, right?" Like, we're dying. Like, this is what humanity is right now.
Also,
It's
thank
insane.
you.
Also, good to know that they'll go to bat for me. Like,
It's so interesting, like how much time people are willing to spend, like how obsessive they become. Like this thing is so new. It's so new,
Yeah.
and our small little. And I do believe generations are going to adapt to the technology, but Cocomelon is not helping. I don't think it is.
Oh,
You
I'm gonna
need,
get in.
you need
no,
a,
it's
I'm
okay.
saying it right now. You need a modern day Mr. Rogers. You need a person that's going to help children acclimate to new technology, so you don't have this bullshit here. It's so fucking stupid. God damn it.
I'm trying to stay off my phone more. But then I'll realize I'm like looking up on Amazon books on how to get off my phone.
Isn't that
Like,
funny? Yeah, but there's so many. There's a part of YouTube or like a kind of content that's being made now that I don't like, that I'm also totally going to contribute to, where it's like, guys, the phone is bad and technology has gotten so much
Make
worse.
sure you drop a like and a comment.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah, it's so
If you,
weird.
like, if you want more
I don't-
philosophical videos like this,
Yeah.
Hit a like and subscribe.
I don't want to be a boomer and be all like, "Oh yeah, the phones are killing you, and the TV's frying your brain."
Yeah.
But then I'll I'll zoom out and be like, I'm on my phone, on my laptop. I hear like my roommate on his phone watching
Yeah,
TV,
yeah.
and I'm like, and it's like frying my brain.
Yeah.
But I'm also just like not gonna say something because like
it's 5G.
But it's good for you. It's a wonderful piece of technology, and it can be used to do insane things that we could never possibly do before.
like Notes app.
Like the note. Yeah, I can take notes.
Amount of sketches I put in notes app.
Yeah.
Dude, can we go through our Notes apps? Because mine is insane.
That's like the
it's
least-
just
Actually, I would love to do that. I think that's so funny.
Pull
I
out
don't
your
have my phone
phones.
on me.
Pull out your phones.
My
Let's
phone's-
plug back in. Pull out
that
your
was the
phones.
joke,
least,
right?
That is honestly
Okay.
maybe the only thing on the phone that like we could have done.
I know,
before.
it's like
Where
just a pen
write
and
stuff down,
paper.
write stuff down.
Pull out your phones.
I can bring out my phone.
I'm just gonna do sketch ideas. Is that
Yeah.
what we're doing?
Yeah.
I'll
Guys,
write. So
I'll
this one
be
says
back.
Smosh Burger.
We know those
Yeah.
like pickpocket magicians that like take the watch I have one where it's just like the pickpocket magician gets caught and they're really bad at it and they like spend a lot of time like and they're like and he's like, "Are you trying to take my watch?" And he's like, No. But is this your?
What kind of watch is this?
Do you guys have poop map?
Poop map? To like track your poops?
Yeah,
I need that.
You can drop a poop
here's a good
in
one.
different locations and you can,
The annoying kid from the Polar Express having a threesome. You know what kind of train this is? You're getting a real exclusive behind the scenes look at my writing process.
let's see if anyone's pooped here.
Oh, I have my dream journal. And I have a dream from last night.
Shut your mouth. Dream it, get us out. Oh, Lover Moon 08 pooped at HEB on February 25th, 2024.
What is that?
Awesome.
This is
Oh,
poop
drop
map.
a
You can
poop.
drop
That's
a
cool.
poop
Oh, it's
and you
poop
can
map.
see anything
That's a real
Wait,
thing.
oh, I have an idea for an app.
anyone poops.
P-map.
But I'm not gonna say it on camera because someone's gonna fucking steal it. I know you fucking little tech bitches. I mean,
Speaking of, that's funny. That just reminds me of something. When me and my roommates were watching The Social Network,
Yeah.
and it got to the part where like Zuckerberg like steals the
Yeah.
twins like idea, and my roommate just went, "Man, this is why I don't tell anyone my ideas."
Yeah.
And I was like, I've seen you like literally before this movie, you sat down and hit the back of your head on the wall. you have no ideas,
no, but
bro.
those people, I'm telling you,
You have no idea.
You have no ideas.
that you know of because he's smart.
Yeah, they're keeping it to themselves.
I was on the phone with my dad talking about this like idea for a company my friends and I had, which is a stupid thing to say because it's just not plausible. But I was in the airport and I like started to explain. I was like, I'm not gonna say it here because because people just steal it. It's super easy to do stuff like that.
Did
if
you guys in school have to do like a thing where you like came up with an invention and then like made it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon shoes was mine.
Nice.
I have my idea and I'm gonna and it's
Mine
gonna
was
happen.
sunscreen, but you could
Mark
get it
my
on
words.
your back, and it was just sunscreen attached to like a paint roller, and so it, was,
that's
it would
awesome.
spray onto the paint roller, and then you would just like get your
No,
back
that's
with it.
really
Like
useful.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
What the fuck
steal
is
that
Moon Shoes
actually.
gonna do?
What the fuck is moon?
You guys don't. You want to know the pitch to moon shoes?
I do.
Makes you jump really high,
Really?
like you're on the moon.
That would be sick.
You have Mars boots?
This is
No. What?
this is a dream journal from last night.
Okay.
Okay. Got a dog, it was a shepherd. Brought dog to a doctor's appointment. Saw another man, Johnny Cash type, with my same dog. Then a woman opens her door, sort of a Carrie Brown, and tells me I have her dog. And I'm being difficult about it, but so is she. She's angry I have her dog, and she just wants the dog back immediately. I tell her she lost the dog, she needs to buy it back. I was being a real dick about it. I was like, I found your lost dog, you have to pay me for it. She seemed okay with it. The dog changed breeds partway through the interaction. I was going to make mention of this, then my alarm went off.
Wow. That's a dream.
What does that mean?
I kept dream journals to try to like incite like lucid dreams. Like because I had one lucid dream and I was doing.
You get one and you get hooked.
I was like, oh fuck! It was like heroin.
Yeah,
Like I was.
I could do anything.
I knew I was dreaming, but it was like so real.
Right.
I was in like Candy World, but like Candy World was flooding, and this peppermint came up to me. He's like, "Can you help me, please?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Who the fuck?" And I kicked him because I was like, "What the fuck? It's a peppermint!" But then all his peppermint family came, "Help us! Help us!" I did this. And it was an S like Sammie, and I flew around, and I started sucking up the candy juice, and they were like, thank you. Then I woke up, I was like, I have to do that again. I have to go
I
back.
would go back.
It's adventure time.
And then I could never control it.
Yeah. I haven't had a dream. I had like a lot of dreams in a row when I quit smoking.
Yeah, I was gonna say smoking.
And they were all like, the only one that I remember actually is
I remember one. Sorry.
what? You remember a dream that you
Yeah, that you had.
Oh, were you there?
Dude,
You told me about it the day of, like after.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I had a dream that I was with my stepmom and
Oh, that one.
it was just we were transporting like giant bags of cereal.
Oh,
like,
was it cereal?
huge bags of cereal.
Oh.
Like the size of like my hands right now from left to right hand.
Yeah.
And but I was really bugging because in order to get into the like transport van, you had the like there was like an Apple Pay thing that you had to like tap, and like my shit wasn't working. And then like one of the giant bags of cereal got stuck on the ceiling, and I couldn't figure out, and then it fell and it broke the ceiling fan.
That's terrible.
I thought one of your dreams where you were in the car.
That's really sad.
There was one, you were in the car and people were yelling at you and I was sitting next to him and I was looking out the window, was
I
not
didn't like
helping
that
him.
one.
Yeah, no, you were getting bullied in the car.
Yeah.
And I was in the car with him and I was looking out the window, not helping and paying attention pretending like it's not happening, and then you got out, and then you were with another friend of yours in a graveyard. So
Yeah.
I love
That's
Why
crazy.
are
You were,
yours-
I forgot that I.
Why are yours so like normal?
that one. I think
Like
is
you're like
more
on
normal.
No. Okay. Let me think of like a weird
Just
one.
chilling?
Okay. I had a dream. I was in Japan. Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are like
No, I was in
regular.
Japan.
As at the
No,
store.
but no, but the
And it was
twist.
like they
But
didn't
wait for
have
the twist.
normal apples I get.
I was using the bathroom, and the stalls were all too small for
Alright.
me. And I don't know what that says about my perception of like Japan.
Just
or, like,
means you're
Japanese
6'3".
people. But like, I couldn't poop in the bathroom because all the bathrooms were too short.
Did you feel
Yeah.
shame?
Shame for not being able to poop?
Well, like, did you feel shame? Like the walls were too low, so you needed to like. Were you like, oh, I can't poop?
I was
'cause
like,
I'd be ashamed.
I was like, no, I really have to poop, and I have to like go and find a bathroom.
So
you
just saying it
couldn't.
wasn't that deep. It was I
I
had to
don't.
poop.
Yeah, I didn't think. I don't
no,
remember.
they all have meaning. They have
was
some
my
of them
pepper-
don't.
What are
What
the
it
bag of
means?
cereal did?
Yeah, what is the cereal?
Hold on, I'm in the camp where it's like some stuff is like really your brain just being like, and
Yeah.
it's not. But then I do
There
think
is
that
some stuff,
with
yeah.
dreams, the way that you feel in that dream.
Yeah, the one
It
I was
does
getting
mean
bullied.
something.
Definitely.
Oh,
is
that's
a
a
reflection.
real thing.
That's like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a dream. Maybe I'm not remembering it, but I don't think I've ever had a dream that like I woke up and I was like, that probably meant something. Cause I had a dream where I was made of cardboard and I was like Flat Stanley.
Yeah.
And I was just going to school and I'm like, I'm made of
What
cardboard.
if you woke up right now?
I have a fear. That's
Like-
another
like
fear
this
I
is a
have.
dream.
Like this is all a dream,
don't-
and you wake up and you're still at home in
Dude,
LA. And you
Yeah.
forgot to
Things
stop.
are going so well for me right
Unless
now
you're in
that
LA,
every day I'm like, what if I wake
I'll
up
be in
from
LA
a
in a couple
coma?
months.
Say you what?
I wake up from a coma. I'm like, things are going
think
so
about that
well for me,
sometimes.
and I'm so lucky that I'm like, this isn't real, and I'm gonna wake up.
I think about that or the simulation breaking. I'm like, oh, everything's perfect,
neither.
and then the simulation.
Oh, I don't think about that
think
recently.
I don't ever think about simulation theory.
Me neither.
Oh, I don't think it's real. I think it's bullshit.
I think.
But then,
I think
I'm
anything
like,
is
I don't know.
possible. I think my brain is not able to comprehend God or what is happening because there's so many ways, so many things that could be that I couldn't even perceive.
But we do know what it feels like to be in a dream. Even if you're lucid dreaming, you know you're dreaming.
Yeah, but a simulation isn't a dream. A simulation would be like.
This would be crazy if I was just in a dream right now.
But what's the point?
Tech-
That's the only thing. Is like with simulations. I'm
Why
like,
do we
what's the-
create
Is that what
simulations,
it
No,
right?
but then why are you
Hypothetical nonsense?
experiencing
Is that 'cause I'm in a
something?
dream right now?
Because maybe the technology was too good and too realistic that
Chat,
it became
chat, am I in a
sentient.
dream right now? Hey, guys, leave a like and comment down below if I'm in a dream right now.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! You're in a coma
Sorry,
right
guys.
now. I'm not fucking with you, guys.
Anyways,
You've got
Bears.
no, no, no,
Anyone else
no,
who
no,
thinks
no.
I'm really
If you're
afraid of
watching this,
bears.
James, you're watching this. Wake up,
God, if
Nobody
you're
made-
watching this, 1v1 me. Basketball.
because he's 6'3".
Yeah.
Audio listeners.
Will just
If
got
you're
dunked
listening,
on by
if you're
God.
watching,
If you're named James, please
God just
comment.
hit the sham god and then dunked on Will.
Hey, he did a Euro step.
What are common names?
God, play me in badminton.
Oh, I
common
fucking
names?
love
God is
badminton.
not good at
Badminton
badminton.
is underrated.
Let's see.
It's
Okay,
fun.
sports
Because
that
it's
God
like
would be
boring
good
white
at.
people sports.
Yeah.
Also, the word
Crazy.
shuttlecock.
Amazing.
Awesome. Yeah. If the sport's boring, name the stuff crazy shit.
It's more fun because like when you hit it, it feels bouncy. Like you can kind of feel
Yeah.
the reverb.
Yeah.
It's not the word, but like when you hit it, it's fun.
Lacrosse is kind of fun.
I've never
That's scary.
played
That
it.
seems scary. Because the balls are so hard.
Yeah, but like the way like flipping the lacrosse stick and like throwing it out the like
Yeah, that's probably
that's
fun.
cool.
Is
It's like,
Hockey is the
lacrosse? I was about to say
scariest.
lacrosse and hockey, aren't they like?
They're similar in like essence, like vibes wise.
Yeah.
race of people.
I was
that
about to say
play
it's
it.
a white
Rugby.
thing.
I
Yeah,
play
it's a
rugby.
very
That shit
white
was
people thing.
terrifying. It's like
My cousin plays rugby as well.
it's like you getting tackled without pads.
Yeah.
Like having like a person run towards you full force to.
You gotta be insane. You gotta be a different like kind of person to play
Yeah.
rugby, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even football, thinking about like being the person that catches like a during like a punt return or something,
and
being
then
that guy.
You're
and
just
there's-
looking at
there's like
a line.
a line of like 12 people running.
Yeah. And their
Full
only
speed
job
towards you
is
is
to
to
stop you.
Run!
I can't! I'm gonna throw it at you. Don't throw it! Oh my god!
It's either you make it in the end zone or you get tackled.
Yeah.
Those are the two
I played
outcomes.
one season of football as a kid, and then I got
played
hurt
football.
not doing football. And my mom was like, "That's enough." I was like, "What? I didn't even get hurt." So then I played soccer for the rest of my
You
life.
need to save your
Wow.
brain. How long have we been doing this? Time check?
Come check.
None of this is
One
usable,
and a half
by the
times.
way.
Oh yeah, we do have to start over.
I'm gonna tell your producers I don't want any of this.
I have to pee.
I don't want.
so
if you put
funny.
any of this
Can we
online, I'm gonna be
end
real
soon? Because
upset.
I have to pee.
Can we
I
get a
also have to pee.
Can we get a problem guest? That's like you can't air this podcast. I don't want it.
Can we get Shane Gillis? I don't think.
Can we get Frederick? I was trying to think of a name. But I could only
Frederick
think,
Douglass?
I could only think of. Frederick.
Is he still around? Is he?
Yeah,
would he
just
do
like
this?
John Lennon.
Shout out Vinny Hacker.
Get Shane Gillis.
No, can we get Vinny Hacker actually?
Shout out Vinny Hacker.
Yeah,
Vinny
Ooh,
Hacker.
Vinny Hacker, if you're watching this, come on our show.
Can he do like his thing?
Who's Vinny?
He's a hot one.
He's Sean Evans.
He's Sean Evans.
From First Week Queef.
Someone pitched me a sketch idea the other day about hot ones, and I don't know if I fully appreciated it. Because they were like, I saw a tweet about what if they had a Hot Ones episode where 3/4 of the way through they accused a guest of sexual assault. And they were like, I just feel like you would do that really well. And I was like,
Be the one that was being accused, or you being
no,
Sean
they were like, I
Evans?
feel like you would just, if you turned that into a sketch, you would do it justice.
Like
That
while
was
the
it.
heat is like,
Yeah,
they can't breathe.
they're like, so also in 2012 you did this, and then they're like, so what is this?
Answer the
How many more levels?
Answer the question.
They did that to my. They actually did that to my boyfriend. They were like, "Do you have an egg-shaped penis?" And he was like, "I'm gonna have to." My Fifth Amendment right. Yeah.
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 Egg-shaped penis?
Yeah.
Like this?
that
I
egg-shaped?
would say it was. Yeah.
That looks pretty
those
pretty
be-
close. Pretty close.
You know what? What did you know?
No, he's talking about an egg.
Yeah.
You
No, I'm
knew?
talking about his
Like
penis.
a
his
ostrich
egg-shaped penis.
egg.
Is it? Are you an ostrich egg or duck egg? Like how?
Why are those the two options?
Ostrich big,
Ostrich
duck.
or
eggs.
duck?
Ostrich big,
Or
duck
like
small.
fish eggs,
Oh.
where
Wait,
it's like
don't ducks have like
sphere.
weird penises?
Yeah, isn't
I
ducks
said
have
duck.
corkscrew
roe?
penises.
Yeah,
they have
bro.
corkscrew penises.
That's right.
Hey, bro.
I gotta stop sticking my tongue out. I've had a weird thing of sticking my tongue out. In, like,
You've done it like every episode.
Wait, what?
I know,
How
it's
do you do it?
fucked up.
How do you
Like
do it?
ah.
Oh yeah, you do. That.
That's crazy.
The
No,
only
it's good for thumbnails.
the only person who can stick their tongue out is Megan Thee Stallion. Ah.
Wait, guys, can we stage a thumbnail? Can you like scream and then
Yeah.
like I'm gonna go like this and you all point at me? Can we see this in the Y?
Wait, what am I doing?
No, you got.
what do you
you
do?
all
Oh,
have to
right.
be. You all have to be angry
all
at me,
angry, yeah.
and I need to be like, what?
Okay.
Ready? And no, you point. You're not selling it, guys.
Who's not selling it?
You are
I'll-
not.
I'm
Me,
sold.
me particularly?
Can I?
I sold.
I get more energy.
Can you?
Bob,
like,
pick
do
up,
you want me to
pick
give you
up,
something
pick
to
up.
play off
Yeah,
of?
I need something to play on.
Ready?
Oh, okay, cool. Let's do it again, boys.
All right, yeah. They're the same thing.
Same thing? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Can you give me something else to play this?
Yeah, shmam.
Shmay Bashar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it again, boys.
Yep.
Boys. Okay.
I'll just
Is that enough?
Photoshop
Did they
it
get that?
together.
Did they
It's
get that?
fine.
Do you think we need to do another take?
No,
get
it's
that?
fine.
Did we
I have to pee.
Do another take? I have another.
Did we get that?
I
I do
can't
have another
tell.
in me.
Sometimes I
All right,
can't
last
tell what's
fear,
gonna.
guys.
Can I
Yeah.
request from the director if we just get one more take, or that's fine?
No.
We can move
Yeah,
on. Okay.
I felt I was almost there, so
I
we
felt,
could do another.
yeah, something.
Getting robbed and shot in the fucking head.
Yep, because I'll die. That's a 10 out of 10.
Where's my camera? 2.3.
Oh.
Wait, is there any way? Like, is there any negotiation beforehand? Like, is there?
No,
I
I
mean,
added
like, are
the
you
getting
trying?
shot
Are
in the
you
head.
trying, or is it quickly?
You're getting robbed at gunpoint.
Oh, so he's shooting you with a
But-
gun.
Shot with what then?
Wait,
A bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Give me your money.
wait. It's actually a lot harder than you think to pull it back.
Reload. Ah.
I feel
No,
like,
go back. A little
You're
bit.
too close.
This is too close. It won't hurt if you're this close.
I feel like I would do the same thing where I would just sort of like totally shut off. You know what I mean? Because like in those other scenarios, I would just shut off and I'd be like, well,
If you had,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Okay.
As I was saying.
Caroline, who should go ahead?
Should we flip a coin?
Yeah.
Siri, flip a coin. Hey Siri. How do you do
Hey
Siri?
Siri.
Hey Siri,
Flip a coin.
Hi, Sarah.
Jonks.
It's heads.
It's tails.
No, mine says
Mine
heads.
says tails.
Mine says-
Mine literally said tails first
Siri,
too.
flip a coin. Oh, fuck me then, I guess.
Neither of them
Neither
like
one's
to
gonna die. All right, Sammy?
Damn.
I'll flip the imaginary coin.
Boop.
Cling, 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 cling.
Heads.
Do we have any?
Heads.
On its side?
Tails.
Wait, do we have any? Do we have
Tails.
any
Heads.
guesses?
Tails.
No,
Tails.
I guess it's heads.
Tails.
It's heads.
No, I guess it's heads.
It's tails.
It's tails.
It was tails.
No, you're supposed to flip it. You're supposed to do this.
Oh, right. So it would be
Tails.
tails.
What?
Because you did a 360 flip. He had it
tail.
on the back
Defeats
of
the
his
point
hand,
of a flip.
like that.
So who goes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're both
Who
gonna
goes
talk
about
at the
what? I
same
forgot
time. You
what we've
remember
been
what you
talking about.
Yeah, I couldn't possibly tell you what my original thought was.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching the Hypothetical
Hypothetical
Nonsense
Nonsense
podcast.
Podcast.
And welcome back to the Hypothetical Nonsense podcast,
where
we're
everything
talking
is fake and nothing is real.
I'm
Today
careless.
we're talking.
No, shut
I'm
up.
careless.
As I was saying.
Stop talking about
Guys,
me on Reddit.
welcome back to the Hypothetical
mic doesn't
Nonsense
work.
podcast. My name's Sammie.
Can we get a mic on me?
Yeah.
Am I mic'd up?
Yeah.
Let's get like a mic.
Do we have a
on me.
boom mic?
Put her there.
Does anyone have a boom
can we
mic?
get- Are there any mics? Am I mic'd?
We get a mic. Okay, let's do it.
pain.
So
pain.
that was an
Bladder
awesome
pain?
sort of like practice hype podcast.
Below
So
the
let's.
bladder.
I don't know.
Let's just
After
do
the
one
bladder.
more.
But
Can I get a
like,
sip
but
of water, please?
why?
Thank you. That was refreshing. It's like the dentist when they're like rinse
Yeah.
and
Oh,
and
that's my
float
favorite
and close.
part.
Oh,
And then
so
they put peanut butter on your lips.
and then they get a dog in there to lick it off.
What?
Then they put it on your. Welcome back to the Hypothetical Nonsense podcast, where everything is fake and nothing is real.
Today we're going to be talking
about
about Simons
dentistries and
Simons
Simon.
and
Simon,
dentists.
welcome back to the show.
Hi everyone, welcome.
Wait, how come she gets to do it? and I just did it?
Hi everyone, welcome to Hypothetical Nonsense podcast. Today we talked about our biggest fears. Enjoy.
No,
was that the
enjoy.
intro?
We're doing it. Like we're gonna go now.
That was a practice run.
No,
Yeah.
that's for when we put it at the beginning of the video.
Oh, we got to do an
We should
intro.
put that in the middle of the video. Oh, are we doing an intro?
Wait,
Yes.
can we harmonize?
done
The
it.
three of us, can we harmonize?
Okay.
So-
no, that's.
Oh, Simon, it's okay. What the fuck? Wait, no, that's a nonsense podcast.
Where everything is
fake and
No,
nothing
no, no,
is
no, no, no.
real.
Today we
No,
talked about
fake.
fears. We talked about Simon.
We talked about
We talked
bears.
We talked about.
Visitor, baby.
Enjoy.
And then Simon, if you could do Simon, do this, and
Yeah.
then just do this with your voice.
Okay.
6 seconds.
Do that for 6 seconds.
I feel comfortable saying that.
That's okay. Just do it.
Okay.
That was good.
That was kind of
close enough?
really
amazing.
close.
Oh,
That was really good.
that's my skill.
Can we edit in like a circular like face cam of Simon doing it like over the?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
perfect. Okay, I think we're good.
Did
We
we do
have
an intro?
subtitles of what I'm actually saying.
Do we have a good intro in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do the harmonizing
more?
one.
I
And
got one
Simon
more.
leaving. I got one more. Yeah, I think I'm
got one
loose. I'm loose. Hey.
Oh, he's kind of hitting
Thank you everybody for watching the Hypothetical Nonsense podcast. If you want to support us, go to bestfriendstoday.show/first. No, stop. If you want to get merch, go to onlyfriends.today and follow Simon. At what? Plug anything?
Oh yeah, Simon.
Just
you
like
gotta plug
around,
some
follow me
stuff.
around. I'm chill, so you can talk to me. What is
Social
follow
medias.
me on Instagram. My handle is Caroline
Underscore.
_.
K-O-N-S-T.
Do you have to
Oh,
say it
and
with the accent?
My actual Instagram
Consnar.
is Simon.Mayer_, and I post pictures of me every single day.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
And my TikTok username is Sparkling Hosewater, which I came up with when I was 17 and now regret.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Can we get a jib like flying out?
Yeah, can we fly out the jib?
Oh, that's better.
Can we get me being airlifted out in post?
Give me a second. I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom, getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to him months ago. I'm trying to forget it. But between the veins and front of the holes in my apology, I'm trying hard to take it down. So that by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
All right.
Fade out, exponential fade.
Constant power.